Help me to reach 2,000 subscribers. The elevator shuddered once, then stopped. The lights flickered and dimmed to a weak amber glow. My reflection in the mirrored walls looked pale and uneasy, but it wasn't the sudden stop that sent my pulse racing. It was who I saw standing just outside the open doors, frozen like a ghost caught mid-step. My twin sister, Sarah. She wasn't supposed to be there. Not in this hotel. Not tonight. I had come here because of her. A hunch, a gut twist that wouldn't let me sleep. For weeks she'd been distant, her messages short, her excuses vague. Work's been crazy, she said. I'll call tomorrow. But tomorrow never came. And then last night I saw her tagged in a photo from this hotel. The same hotel where my fiancé, Adam, was supposedly attending a conference. My mind had been looping that coincidence all morning like a haunting refrain. I tried to shake it off, tell myself I was being paranoid. But when instinct screams, logic becomes a whisper. So I came here to prove myself wrong. Now, standing in that cramped elevator, watching Sarah's shocked expression, I knew. My worst suspicion had flesh and breath and heartbeat. Emma, she said, her voice cracking. I didn't answer. My fingers hovered over the door close button, but I didn't press it. Something in me needed the truth, raw and ugly as it might be. What are you doing here? She asked, stepping closer. What are you doing here? I echoed, my voice trembling. Her lips parted, but no words came. She looked beautiful in that way she always did, effortless, polished, like the world bent slightly to her will. Her hair was loose around her shoulders, her dress slightly rumpled. And that rumple, that single wrinkle, wasn't from work. It was from someone's hands. Are you meeting someone? I asked softly. She flinched. Emma, please. The elevator doors began to close, but I stopped them with my hand and stepped out. The carpet muffled my steps as I followed her down the hallway, past a row of identical golden doors. The air was thick with the scent of expensive perfume and stale air conditioning. My heart was a fist pounding against my ribs. Sarah, answer me, I demanded. She turned, eyes glossy with tears. It's not what you think. Then tell me what it is. She glanced down the hall toward room 414. Her silence was an answer in itself. When the door to that room opened, I thought my knees would give out. Adam stood there, shirt half-buttoned, surprise flashing across his face before morphing into horror. For a second, no one spoke. The hallway buzzed faintly with the hum of lights, and all I could hear was my own pulse roaring in my ears. Emma, he whispered. This isn't. Don't, I said sharply. Just don't. I wanted to scream, to cry, to slap the both of them until the world made sense again. But I just stood there, arms at my sides, feeling like the air had been sucked out of me. I looked at Sarah, my twin, my mirror, my other half, and searched for something human in her eyes. Shame, guilt, fear. Anything that would make this betrayal less monstrous. I never meant for it to happen, she whispered. The words hit me like a slap. You never meant for it to happen? You're sleeping with my fiancé, Sarah. Adam stepped forward, but I backed away. Don't touch me, I said. Don't you dare. He froze, his face pale, jaw trembling. Emma, it was a mistake. A mistake doesn't last months, I hissed. A mistake doesn't text her at 2 a.m. or book a hotel room on your birthday weekend. Sarah wiped her tears, her voice breaking. I swear it started after you two were fighting. He came to me for advice, and You what? I spat. You comforted him? In bed. Her shoulders shook as she cried. I didn't want to hurt you. Then why didn't you stop? She didn't answer. Adam looked away, his silence confirming every nightmare that had clawed through my sleep these past weeks. I took a step back. The hallway blurred. The carpet's floral pattern twisted beneath my vision. My throat burned. My heart felt like glass cracking under too much weight. For 27 years, Sarah had been my other half. We shared secrets, clothes, birthdays, even heartbreaks. But now she shared something sacred that could never be returned. I turned and pressed the elevator button with shaking hands. The doors opened instantly, as if the building itself wanted me gone. I stepped inside, not looking back. But before the doors closed, I heard her voice one last time. Emma, please, she cried. I love you. The words sliced through me. I wanted to believe her. But love doesn't look like this. The ride down felt endless. Every floor that ticked past was a memory unraveling. A family trip to the lake, our matching necklaces, Adam's proposal, Sarah crying at the engagement party, telling me how lucky I was. Now I knew those tears weren't happiness. They were guilt. When the doors finally opened into the lobby, I stumbled out. The marble floor was cold beneath my heels. Guests moved around me, laughing, sipping coffee, checking their phones, oblivious to the collapse happening inside me. I walked toward the exit, my reflection trailing beside me in the polished glass doors. I didn't recognize the woman staring back. Outside, the sky was gray. The kind of gray that promised rain but never delivered, just hung heavy and suffocating. I sat on a bench, the cold seeping through my dress, my hands trembling as I tried to process what I'd just seen. Two people I loved most in the world, both choosing each other over me. A part of me wanted to hate them. Another part wanted to understand. Why? What did I miss? Was I too distant? Too trusting? Did Adam see something in her that I lacked? Or was it just the thrill of forbidden symmetry? Two women who looked the same but felt different? My phone buzzed. A text from Adam. Please, Emma. Let me explain. I deleted it without reading the rest. Then another text from Sarah. I'll never forgive myself. Please talk to me. I stared at the screen for a long time before powering it off. Some betrayals didn't deserve explanations. Some wounds needed silence to breathe. As the first drops of rain began to fall, I lifted my face to the sky and let them wash over me. The city blurred into streaks of light and motion, indifferent to my pain. Somewhere above me on the 4th floor, my sister and my fiancé stood in the wreckage they'd created. And for the first time in my life I felt free, not healed, not whole, but freed from the illusion that love was unbreakable. Because sometimes the truth doesn't set you free. It leaves you standing in the rain, learning to breathe again.